Hey guys, Chris here from Crua in our work center here in Tralee. Just wanted to do a quick run through of our brand new Kickstarter launching today, the Culla Blanket. This thing's amazing. We've been working on this for a while, so I want to take you quickly through the blanket itself and why we made certain decisions and kind of what the blanket's all about. Of course, you can always check out the page for more details. All the details of specs and all that kind of stuff that we used is in there, but I'll run through a few bits here now of things that are important to know about the blanket. So obviously, the blanket itself is it's a decent size, and I can show you more about that later. But what we did with this blanket is we wanted to give you a couple of options for how you want to use it. So option number one is the way that I've got it here. And we've built in a nice fleece-lined foot pocket down here so that you can stick your feet into the bottom of it and pull the blanket up over you as much as you need. So sometimes you put it right over here if you're having a cup of coffee. You want to keep your hands warm. There's a nice little fleece-lined kangaroo pocket, just like your hoodie inside, so you can keep your hands nice and warm. If you want to keep the rest of you warm, then you can throw this over your shoulders, and because this has snaps on it, which we can get into more detail later, but you can snap the two and kind of throw it over your head like that, and now I've got my hands inside here in the kangaroo pockets. They're nice and warm, and I don't have to worry about it falling off my shoulders, and it just keeps me nice and warm while I'm sitting here. So you've got that option, which is great. Another option that you've got though as well, because we know that people like to use it different ways, is we've added some additional pockets here. So there's another hand pocket here. And I'm gonna hop out here for a second to show you. There's another hand pocket on the other side. And what that does is for those people that like to wrap. So now you can wrap it around you, so if you're gonna walk around, or if you happen to be someplace, or if you wanna take a seat like this, then you've got that option as well. So you've got a couple different options for how you use it, and pockets there to wrap it around you. Speaking of pockets, we also have built in, where did it go? On this side, we have a nice hidden pocket. So you can store things in here, you can store your phone, keys, stuff like that. It's just a nice way to keep it out of view of prying eyes. And then of course, if you're laying it down, using it as a picnic blanket, then you've got that option as well. You've just got stuff stored in there. Speaking of picnic blankets, so this is not just a blanket for wrapping around you and using, but you can use it as a picnic blanket as well. So here we've got two of them together. The great thing about the snaps is that you can snap them together to make them as big as you want. So if you just want to have one blanket, that's fine. Snap two together, snap three, four, as many as you want, and you can make yourself a big, huge picnic blanket for the whole family, which is really kind of cool. But the snaps also do another thing, which is really neat. So just on this one, if you were to fold this over and snap this side to this side and down at the bottom, then you have yourself a single sleeping bag style blanket, which is great. Now, not necessarily meant to replace your sleeping bag because it doesn't seal, it just snaps down. But it's the concept that if you needed something and you wanted to wrap yourself up and go to sleep, you definitely could do that by just snapping it down. Or, when you have it set up like this, pull it over on the other side, snap these two sides together, and now you have yourself a ginormous two-person sleeping bag. And again, you could do that with a couple of them, so you can snap multiples together, put them through, and the whole family could sleep snugly, which is kind of cool as well. So that is a neat feature to have the blanket as well. And again, like I said, you've got your hidden pockets here, so you can use that while you're sleeping, and it keeps your valuables safe and close by. Now, the other really cool thing about the blanket, probably one of the most important parts, isn't all the stuff that it does and isn't all the features, but it's what's inside. So we use graphene inside the insulation. It's a big word. Basically what it means, graphene is super light, super durable, antibacterial. It's a great thermal regulator. So what's happening is we've lightened the load. We've made this light and airy and fresh, but the thermal insulating properties are extremely high, so this is going to keep you warm. So we're trying to give you more for a lot less, so you don't have something bulky and heavy. So when you see how it's packed, we've kept it as small as possible and as light as possible. So it's friendly to carry, sticks on your backpack. You can clip it as well if you want to do it that way, but it's nice and light and airy. We try to keep it that way so that it's more portable. Or as portable as possible for you guys. And that's it. That's the blanket in a nutshell. Wanted to run through some of the biggest features for you guys, but you can check out all the details on our Kickstarter page. it's launching today, so go get it. It's going to be great. So thanks, guys.